Hello, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so happy to have you back on our channel, and we hope that all of you are having a fantastic day. Today, we are taking on the curriculum-based math test that PEP students need to use to prepare for their 2022 exams. This is the fifth and last video in this series. Already posted are the ability test, the science test, the social studies test, and the language arts test. So feel free to use them to help yourself or to help somebody else. Here's the deal, guys. Because this is a math test, we are going to be showing you how to work out the problems. And since we don't want the video to be so long, we will be breaking the math test in two parts. So let's jump into part 1 right now. Item 1. The Venn diagram below shows the snack that some children prefer. The question is, which students like both Cheetos and Bigfoot? First of all, let us look at the Venn diagram, and let me explain to those who don't know or don't remember. A Venn diagram gives information about sets of things without using a lot of words, the same way a table, a chart, or a graph would. This Venn diagram is giving us information about the children who were asked which of two snacks, Cheetos or Bigfoot, they prefer. This is the universal set, U. Inside the universal set, we see a set of children who prefer Cheetos, and we see a set of children who prefer Bigfoot. We also see some children falling outside of both these sets. These students prefer neither Cheetos nor Bigfoot. So let's go back to our question. Which students like both Cheetos and Bigfoot? The answer is right here. Mark, Justin, and Jane. So our answer is A. A is our answer because Mark, Justin, and Jane falls within both circles. And this section here, guys, is called the intersection. What if you were asked which student prefer Cheetos? The answer would be all of the students in this set. What if you were asked which students prefer Cheetos only? Your answer would be these students right here. Got it? Alright, let's move on to the next item. Item 2. The expanded form of a number is shown below. Question: which represents the number in standard form? Which of these represent this? The standard way that we write numbers. So when numbers are written in expanded form, they show the real value of each digit in the number. Based on how this is written, we need to do the calculations first. This is 2000 plus 900 plus 50 plus 6. So we have 2000 plus 900 plus 50 plus 6. Now here's what we're going to do. We're going to plug in this in our handy dandy place value chart. So all of you by now would be familiar with your place value chart. So we're going to draw it right over here. So we have ones here, we have tens, we have hundreds, and we have thousands. So all we're going to do is plug in these values into our place value charts. So let's do that. We have 2,950, 5 tens, and 6 ones. This is our answer to this question. D is our answer. So the standard way that we write 2000 plus 900 plus 50 plus 6 is this way: 2,956. Got it? Let's move on to the next item. The diagram below represents the distances between town A, point B, and town C. Peter traveled in a straight line from town A to town C. The question is, if he stopped at point B, what percentage of the journey did he cover? Now let's look at our diagram and we're going to benchmark our distance. The starting point is 0. The ending point is 100, as in 100% of the journey. Notice that there are 10 equal parts from A to point C. So from one point to the next is 10%. So from the starting point to this point would be 10%, another 10%, all the way up to 100%. That is the full journey. So let us put those percentage marks in. This is 10%. Right here would be 20%. Then we have 30% here, and point B would be 40%. So our answer to this question is C, 40%. If the point was right here, all we need to do is continue putting in the numbers as we count that way. Now, what if this diagram did not have the grid lines already divided up into 10 equal parts? What could we do? How could we figure this thing out? We do the same thing, guys. We divide the line into 10 equal parts. We do our best to make it as equal as possible, and then we will know that each point would be 10%, and we're counting up, so we're increasing by 10 each time. And then we will be able to see where the different points fall on our line. All right, next item. Item 4. 20% of a number is 35. What is the number? All right, so there are different ways to solve this problem, you guys. The fastest way to solve this problem is to multiply 35 by 5. Why? There are 5 20% in 100%, and since 35 is 20% of our mystery number, it means that there are 5 35s in our mystery number. Now, another way that we can solve this is by drawing our handy-dandy number line. We are going to divide our number line into 20% parts, so 5 equal parts. Alright, so we know that 35 is 20% of our mystery number. Our mystery number is right here. We don't know what it is yet. Well, let's say we don't know what it is yet. So at every 20% point, we need to add 35 more. Every 20% mark, we need to add 35 more to our number to get to add it up to our mystery number. So right here we would have 70, then we'd have 105, then we'd have 140, and then we will have 175. So our mystery number is 175. Same thing that we got over here, only this way was way faster. Alright, you guys, that's it. Let's move on to the next item. Before we move on, let us select our answer. Our answer is C, 175. Let us move on now. 50 sweets were shared between John and Mark in the ratio of 1 to 4 respectively. What was Mark's share? First of all, we need to know what is meant by the term ratio and what 1 to 4 respectively means. Let's do this part first. The word respectively basically means in the order already mentioned. So here we have John and Mark mentioned. John is mentioned before Mark. So the first part of this ratio relates to John. The second part relates to Mark. Even if the word respectively is not there, problems with ratio should be interpreted this way. Alright? So, what is a ratio? What does this word mean? A ratio is basically a size comparison of things in a set. So in other words, how big is portion A compared to portion B or C, and it is expressed as the number of times portion A contains or is contained in portion B or C, and so on. So in this problem, we are comparing the size or amount of sweets that John has compared to the size or amount of sweets that Mark has. The ratio is given to us, or the portions are given to us as 1 to 4. This means that for every one sweet that John has, Mark has 4, or 4 times the amount that John has. So John's amount can fit into Mark's amount 4 times. So the question, what was Mark's share? The easiest way that we can solve this problem is to divide the total number of sweets in the set by the total number of portions. So we have 5 portions. John gets 1, Mark gets 4. So there are 5 portions in all, 5 equal portions. So the easiest way, the fastest way is to divide the 50 by 5, and the answer to this is 10. So 1 portion is equal to 10 sweets. So if John got 1 portion and Mark got 4 portions, it means that John would get 10 and Mark would get 40. Yeah? Because 4 times 10 is 40. So our answer is A. Let's move on to the next item. Alright, what do we have here? Mark, Stacy, and Jennifer all received their weekly salaries. Stacy received $3,000 while Jennifer received $9,000. If the ratio of Stacy's salary to Mark's salary is 3 to 4, what is the ratio of Mark's salary to Jennifer's salary? Alright, so you guys, so far we are seeing percentages and we are seeing ratios. Those are the 2 things that we've seen so far that has repeated. So you guys make sure that you understand both concepts very well. Make sure you know how to recognize your percentages, or how to arrive at your percentages, and make sure you understand ratio. Alright, we hope that the explanation that we're giving you here is sufficient to help you. But if you realize that you need more help, please ask somebody to sit down with you and work it out. Alright, you guys, let's look back at this problem. So we have Stacy's salary. We have Jennifer's salary. Mark's salary is not stated, but we can figure it out. Why? Because we have the ratio of Stacy's salary to Mark's salary as 3 to 4. Now, as was mentioned earlier, the ratio is a size comparison of things in a set. So if this is $3,000, it means that this is $4,000. How comes me say that? I can say that because this is showing 3 portions. 3 divided by 3,000 is 1,000. So it means that 4 portions would be 4,000. 1,000 times 4, 4,000. So Mark's salary is 4,000. This is Mark's salary. Again, we know that this is Mark's salary because of the order in which the ratio was mentioned. Stacy's salary to Mark's salary is 3 to 4. Alright, so the question is, what is the ratio of Mark's salary to Jennifer's salary? The ratio of Mark's salary to Jennifer's salary would be 4 to 9. So our answer is B. The ratio of Stacy's salary to Jennifer's salary is 3 to 9, right? So the ratio of Mark's salary has to be 4 to 9. I hope the explanation was clear. If it wasn't so clear, just bring it back to the start and watch it over. And also you can watch the previous one because the explanation of what ratio is there. Guys, I want to show you something that will trip you up. You notice that there are two answers, 4 to 9, and there's also 9 to 4. 9 to 4 could not be the answer because of the order in which we are asked to state the ratio. What is Mark's salary to Jennifer's salary? So we have to put Mark's salary first, Mark's portion first. So Mark's portion would be 4 to Jennifer's 9, right? His 4,000 to Jennifer's 9,000. All right, you guys, I hope that is clear. We're going to move on to the next item. Item 7. Which diagram shows the ratio of shaded to unshaded parts as 2 to 1? So with the shaded part is 2, the unshaded part is 1. So which one of these diagrams is showing us this? All right, right away I say that the answer is this. Let us verify that the answer is in fact A. This diagram, the shaded part is 1 and the unshaded part is 2. So this diagram is 1 to 2. That is not what the question is asking us. So you see, you guys, you need to understand that the order that the items are mentioned in, you need to pay attention to those. This diagram is showing 3 to 3. 3 to 3. But this can be simplified as 1 to 1. 3 to 3 is the same as 1 to 1. What about this one? The shaded part is 2 to the unshaded part 3. 2 to 3. So we see that all of these 3 are wrong. But you will say you see a whole lot than 2 to 1 shaded. Well, again, you guys, we can simplify ratio. So we have how many shaded areas here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 12 shaded areas to 6 unshaded areas. So when we simplify this, we end up with 2 to 1 because 6 can fit into 12 2 times. So we end up with 2 to 1 after we simplify our ratio. And there we have it. So A is our answer. Again, you guys, you see this is like the third ratio question. So make sure that you guys understand ratio. And you see the ratio question is given in 3 different ways so far. So you guys need to be able to recognize it whichever way they give it to you. All right? Make sure. Promise me that. All right? Let's move on. This is item 8. A child was asked to convert 16% to a fraction. There may be an error in the given solution. This is the child's solution. The question is, in which line could the possible error occur? So which of these lines? Alright, so here we have one option down at the bottom, D, there is no error. There is an error, guys. And the error is in line 1. How we know that the error is in line 1? Because this is 16%. And it is to be expressed out of 100%. So this should not be 10. This should be 100. Now, if you don't know how to convert percentages to fractions, you might not know. But here's the thing. In looking at the calculations in line 2 and the calculation in line 3, we can see that they are correctly done based on the information in line 1. And why are we sure that there's an error in this problem? Well, this is telling us that the answer to the answer when 16% is converted to a fraction is 1/3. This is telling us that there is a whole, one whole, and a part of a whole. Now this could not be the case because you know that 16% is a part of a whole. It's a fraction of a whole. So there is no way that you can have one whole and something is 16% of it, and when you convert it to a fraction you get another whole plus a part. That is very wrong. So again, you guys, even if you do not understand how to convert percentages to fractions, use the knowledge that you already know. Look at this. This is right. This is right based on what is here. And based on the answer, we can see that there's an error in it because it's showing us a whole and a piece, and that cannot be 16% of a whole. So you guys use the knowledge that you already have. Alright guys, I really hope that explanation was clear. If it was not so clear, then I want you to tell me in the comments so that I can make a short video on it. Alright you guys, so we are going to stop right here for today. So make sure you come back to get part 2, and again we're going to work it out because we want to help you to prepare as well as you can, you guys. There are already a lot of PEP resources on this channel, so make sure you check out those playlists. Check the description for a link to the Ministry of Education's website where you can find the sample test papers for you to practice with, alright, including this one. This one is also there, so check in the description box. Alright you guys, all the best, and I will see you soon.